TGIF, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. And exactly 5 weeks out from the IFBB North American Championships. And just checking in to kind of give you guys an update on my prep and other things that are going on in my life right now. And, you know, exciting stuff. You know, lots of up and downs, but, you know, I'm dealing with it. First and foremost, prep. I'm now 2 weeks into my official prep for the IFBB North American Championships in Pittsburgh, which is on August 30th. I'll be competing for the second time at this show, and you know, hoping that I can kind of redeem myself after the disappointing placing at the Team Universe in New Jersey on 4th of July weekend. As far as this prep goes, you know, things are going great. I'm training twice a day, doing weight training right after work about 4:30, followed by cardio. Usually try to get about 15 to 20 minutes of cardio, HIIT, either on the treadmill or on the elliptical right after I weight train, and then you know, go home, eat, spend some time with the family, and then once my wife and my daughter go to bed, I'll head out and I do another session of cardio. Usually about I try to shoot for about an hour between 2 sessions. So whatever I don't get done at my first session, I'll do in my second session at night, usually about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then you know, do some tanning, whatever, and I'll also do some ancillary weight training. Depending on what it is, you know, if I want to add a few different things in the second session. So 2 sessions a day. In terms of the diet, I mentioned in a previous clip that I'm going to be changing some things up in terms of my carbohydrate intake and my calories. Instead of making drastic changes, doing ketosis, going to be staying away from that. What I'm really doing is, you know, keeping the carbs a little higher. At least for me, they're higher. I'm only about 150 grams a day right now at 5 weeks or 6 weeks out. Now exactly 5 weeks out. Things are going to be dropping next week. But I'm going to be keeping carbs in right up until peak week. And my hope is that by not doing ketosis, by not going all fats and all proteins, my body's going to react better when I deplete, when I do take everything out. Peak week, I'm going to take all my carbohydrates out, probably do about a 3 to 4 day depletion, and hoping that my body's going to react in a much more conducive way to get myself dialed in for the show. So it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to work. I'm doing a lot of research. You know, I've done a lot of different ways of prep, and in terms of training, I'm doing more of my old school training style, which is, you know, heavy weights, still keeping really good form, squeezing, but using heavier weights, using more of a powerlifting / bodybuilding hypertrophy hybrid style of training, which is what got me to where I'm at in the first place. Unfortunately, because I've been prepping, this is the 4th show I've prepped for this year. You know, I lost quite a bit of strength in my pressing movements, my leg movements, just overall. So I'm trying to get my strength back. Also trying to keep myself healthy. I'm trying to make sure that I don't have any injuries. I don't aggravate my shoulders, which I've had torn rotator cuffs in both shoulders. You know, sciatica problems, lower back issues. These are things I just want to try to avoid. I want to try to keep my body in the best shape as possible. You know, diet kicks the crap out of my body as it is. I don't need, you know, injuries on top of it to deal with. So that's a couple of things, you know, in terms of diet and training that's going on right now. And things are going really well. I'm very happy with the progress. I think I'm right on point in terms of conditioning is concerned. You know, I'm a little softer than I want to be, but of course I'm 5 weeks out. So I know by putting in the work and doing what I'm doing, I'm going to be right on point when I get ready for the show on the 30th of August. So real quick, you know, I think some of you guys might know I'm a rep for LeCheek Nutrition, great company, lots of great products. You know, one of the things, actually 2 of the things I'm using right now in terms of supplements, I'll show you guys, is pre-workouts. Pre-workouts are huge. I love pre-workouts, but a lot of them just either don't deliver or my body gets used to them real quick. The thing that I really love, and this is LeCheek Nutrition Pump X3. There it is right there. This is the fruit punch, and you actually can mix this with the Speed X3. This one here is raspberry lemonade. I don't know how that's going to mix, but I have a couple of the bottles I haven't finished yet. But excellent. You know, this stuff's great for, you know, it's a nitric oxide precursor. Gives that nasty pump when you're training. And then the Speed X3 is, you know, helps give you focus, drive, energy, you know, tons of energy. Matter of fact, I can only take a half serving of this. That's how strong this stuff is. I've used pretty much every pre-workout that's on the market, and nothing's even come close. I mean, this thing is just a madman. So instead of taking the full dose, which I've done a few times, and honestly it was too much, half dose works perfectly for me, and hopefully it'll stay that way. So definitely you guys get a chance to check out LeCheek Nutrition, Pump X3, Speed X3, and you know, they have a number of other great products as well. So if you get a chance, go online and check their stuff out. Big news, I'm actually scheduled for a photo shoot with photographer Eric Battershell. This will be on August 31st, which is the day after the show. Hopefully I'll be a pro, but you know, I'm very excited to be shooting with Eric. Want to get some shots, especially be in contest condition. Be great for my portfolio. Silver's still waiting on shots from me, and I know I've been dragging my ass. And fortunately, Mike Lyons has been really patient with me. Of course, yeah, he knows I have a lot going on with my mom and with my daughter, and then with competition prep and just work in life in general. So if Mike's listening and sees this, hey Mike, I really appreciate it. I definitely want to work with you guys, and I'll get you some great stuff very soon. I just want to make sure that everything comes out perfect for you guys. I'm also going to try to set up a photo shoot between now and before the show with a local photographer. I actually already have her picked out. It's just a matter of getting the funds together to pay for it. And that leads me to my consulting business, Rip to Shreds. As you guys know, the page is up on Facebook. You know, I'm trying to do diet, online coaching, dieting, training, nutrition, and you know, very affordable prices. Anything that I make through Rip to Shreds right now is going towards my competition expenses, and hopefully I can kind of sock some money away for savings. And once I get that up and running, I mean, I'd like to do that full time if I can. I think everything goes hand in hand with modeling, with competing in NPC, and hopefully in the IFBB Physique and everything. So also, if you guys have been following along, you know my mom's been in the hospital. She had a tumor that was removed from her brain. Had some complications recently. She's actually back in the hospital, and she had some leakage from her where they removed her skull basically. Right now they were thinking they had to go and open her head back up. Right now the doctor's kind of going back and forth whether or not they're going to do that. They're trying to see there's other alternative ways of handling the situation. So say my prayers and keep my fingers crossed everything goes great. And for all of those who had great things to say and well wishes and everything, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And just to wrap things up, you know, I have 5 weeks to go. I'm very focused right now, determined. I'm tired. You know, I haven't been getting much sleep as usual, about 5 hours. My poor little daughter Sophia was sick recently. She had double ear infections, so she was up. Her sleeping patterns were all messed up. So of course, Daddy here, of course, my wife. We were disrupted our sleeping patterns. So trying to kind of get back on track with that. But 5 weeks ago, locked in, diet's on point, training's on point. So I'm really excited to see where I'm going to be at in another week or so. Maybe we'll make some adjustments in the diet, up or down, depending on what I see. And just want to thank you guys again for all the support. Check out Rip to Shreds, fan and athlete page on Facebook, Instagram, etc. for updates. The videos here I'll be doing probably once a week until I get close to the show, and then I'll be doing updates every couple of days. So if you guys have any questions, anything, feel free to shoot me an email, message on Facebook. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. And in the meantime, train hard, keep working hard, and I will be checking in at another point. All right.